So it's my honor to be here and to exchange some ideas regarding control PRRS. Also, I would like to bring Johan to invite me to attend this symposium regarding the topic of PRRS control from lab to field. Also, the past invited speaker have focused on PRRS control. They gave us enough data and other information related to PRRS control, so I can save some time. So probably I do not want too much regarding the issue of PRRS control. So my presentation, so I can say that my presentation just to give you overview, just a review regarding the situation status of PRRS in China. Also, I'm going to give you some suggestions concerning the PRRS control in China. So as most of you know, PRRS is still a big challenge for swine industry in China. So we know China has a complicated situation of swine diseases. Besides PRRS, we have collected swine fever. Recent years, we have shoulder rabies re-emerging, not emerging. So we have a variant shoulder rabies virus with high virulence. Also, we have porcine epidemic diarrhea. It is caused by a novel variant of PED virus. Also, we have foot-and-mouth disease. So in China, we have so many problems of complicated swine diseases. However, PRRS remains the first ranking among the diseases I mentioned. Why? Because PRRS is very common in the field, in a pig farm. You know, in China, we have different styles of pig farm, including the intensive pig farm, a backyard pig farm, also small pig farm. So very common. Almost more than 20% pig farms has a PRRS associated problem. Also, we have diversity of PRRS virus. Also, we have larval strain of PRRS virus. I'm going to mention this point later. So the PRRS becomes a difficult disease to control well on pig farms. Also, often there is a disagreement concerning how to control PRRS on pig farms, especially on vaccination, that how to use vaccine to control PRRS. Fortunately, Thomas, Mike, and Paul, and John have mentioned much regarding vaccination to control PRRS. So the severity of PRRS and also economic losses rank the first among these diseases. So the first point I am going to mention is regarding HP-PRRS virus. Everybody here, I think most of you know the situation of highly pathogenic PRRS virus during the past few years, emerged in 2006. Now the virus remains to be prevalent in the field. Compared with 2006 to 2007, even 2008. So now clinical outbreaks are sporadic. That means the outbreaks reduced. But we still can detect the virus. We still can isolate the virus. Also, in many pig farms, breeding sows are positive for HP-PRRS virus infections. They present subclinical infection. Also, the sows are virus carriers. So they can share the virus to infect growing pigs, including suckling pigs, piglets, nursery piglets, and finishing pigs. Also, the virus can be transmitted by importing guilds among pig farms. You know, in China, we do not have strict regulation for breeding pigs tried. That's a problem. So this is major way to transmit different pathogens among pig farm. Also, the virus, compared to the early isolates of HP-PRRS virus, the virus has experienced some variations. That means we have some variant strains of HP-PRRS virus. In general, now the virus has caused no morbidity and mortalities compared to the past few years. The second point I am going to mention is regarding vaccine. Now, regarding the vaccine derived from HP-PRRS virus. Probably my colleagues sitting on the right, many friends know this situation. And from 2011, we have 4 vaccines derived from HP-PRRS virus have been launched, have been licensed, so by governments. However, these vaccines were produced by many companies, many enterprises. I do not have the exact number for producing these vaccines, probably almost 40 companies can produce this vaccine. That's a Chinese style. Also, government has a regulation for compulsory vaccination for HP-PRRS. Also, mass vaccination on pig farm. These vaccines also are used in pregnant sows and piglets. But here I need to declare, as evaluation committee members, we never agree this vaccine be used in pregnant sows, and so I don't know why. Also, on some pig farms, they perform a multiple vaccination on different stages. Also, on some pig farms, they used two or more HP-PRRS virus-derived live vaccines. So this is the issues associated with the use of HP-PRRS virus vaccines. So what's the consequence? What's the clinical issues associated with the use of HP-PRRS virus-derived vaccines? So because, during the past few years, I visited many pig farms which are used these vaccines. Because some vaccine viruses remains pathogenic for pregnant sows and piglets, although their valence was attenuated by passage on Mark 145 cells. Now, after vaccinations, the vaccinated sows can present reproductive failures, including abortion, increased numbers of stillborns, and irregular returns to estrus. For piglets, especially suckling piglets and nestor piglets, in China, the vaccination time is 14 years old in suckling pigs. So after vaccinations, the piglets will present clinical PRRS. The morbidity is about 30% to 40%, and the mortality is about 20%. Of course, in some pig farm with good management, without other passengers, without classic swine fever, without other bacterial, secondary bacterial infection, probably the mortality will be lower. So maybe 10%, maybe 8%. So this picture is a pig farm I visited. This pig farm, they used a vaccine derived from HP-PRRS virus, but nestor pigs still has PRRS from clinical signs with respiratory signs. Also, we take clinical signs to detect the virus, confirm the reason, the cause of the disease is related with PRRS virus. There are many examples. So also another problem is increased the clinical cases of secondary bacterial diseases in vaccinated piglets, especially now in lesser piglets. Many Haemophilus parachute infections. Also, many pig farms have lower growth performance in nursery and current pig herds. Now, another issue is the vaccine virus can spread among pig herds on pig farms. Also can transmit it between pig farms. The virus can spread from one pig farm to another pig farm. So this I'll show you. I often visited a pig farm vaccinated with these vaccines. Their vaccinated piglets shows about 60% positive rate of PRRS virus antibody in natural piglets after vaccination. However, the finishing pig herds showed almost 100% possible rate of PRRS virus. So we need to ask, what happened? What's the virus? What does the virus from? What's the vaccine virus or field virus? So we detected the PRRS virus, also sequenced the virus, isolated from Felician pigs. Our data show the virus is closely related to the vaccine viruses. So now for us, it's much difficult to differentiate the clinical outbreaks or cases caused by the HP-PRRS virus-derived vaccines or field viruses. So virus isolation and gene sequences are required. Also, these slides show you interesting data, interesting work, interesting study. So that's showing HP-PRRS virus, vaccine virus, have been reversed to be, reversed to be virulent. This work was done by Dr. Guangzi Tong and his co-workers. Also, Dr. Jiang also sitting here. So it's a nice work. They isolated 3 viruses from one single pig farm, and they sequenced the genes and performed the pathogenesis analysis. Their data showing this virus are highly pathogenic PRRS virus. Also, they are likely to be revertants of the vaccine strain, this one. So probably if you are interested to this paper, you can download this article from the websites. They can give you a detailed data. Okay, so another, we have to fight the diverse PRRS virus in China for control of PRRS. So now PRRS virus diversity continues to be increased, showing diverse strains with different genomic characterizations in the field. That's a bad situation in China. Also, on many pig farms, they have multiple strains of PRRS virus coexist on pig farm. We often isolate 2 or 3 viruses from the clinical samples of some pig farm. Also, these slides, I would like to give you some examples showing the diverse of PRRS virus. So you can see here, Chinese HP-PRRS virus has 30 amino acids deletion within the NSP2 coding regions, besides this deletion. So we can find some other strains with additional amino acid deletion. Here you can hear this strain has 22, this one 21, this 36, 25, 30. It's 18 amino acids. So we have the strains with different deletions. Also, these 2 strains show a different the insertion within the NSP2 coding regions. Also, this is a very interesting strains isolated from Xinjiang areas. This virus shares a totally 115 amino acid deletion in its NSP2 coding region. I'm surprised. Where does it from? How to generate this virus? I don't know. Probably this virus is very close to one vaccine virus. Okay, last year we published articles to summarize the situation of PRRS virus in China. We analyzed the change, the variation of the PRRS virus. Now you can see here in China now the PRRS virus majorly belongs to subgroup 3. So in China, some experts divided the PRRS virus into 4 subgroups. So in our lab, we divided the totally 3 subgroups. So the virus prevailing belongs to subgroup 3, including the field strains of HP-PRRS virus and the field strains of no pathogenic PRRS virus. Some experts call it the classic strain. I usually call it no pathogenic PRRS virus. Also include vaccine viruses of HP-PRRS virus. I don't want to give you much regarding this point. So next, I will tell you the one novel strain that's we call it NADC 30-like PRRS virus. Now this virus is endemic during the past 2 years, become a dominating virus in several pig-producing areas. So last year, several pig farms located in Beijing, Tianjin, Shanxi, Henan, and Zhejiang provinces, the affected pig farm presented severe abortion in sows and higher morbidity and mortality in piglets. This year, we have some information regarding this virus prevailing in other areas, including the Hubei province. Also recently, I got information from Sichuan, the southwest of China. So several pig farms has happened these clinical outbreaks. We also detected this virus. So why we called this virus as NADC 30-like? Because this is isolated in my lab. So because its genomic sequence showed 95.7% nuclear identity with NADC 30. So isolated in 2008. So Dr. Makamoto knows this virus, which is very similar to M11A4 that's involved from M11A4. However, only with 83.8 identity with the Chinese highly pathogenic PRRS virus. This isolates in my lab. So we further compared the homology of non-structured proteins and structured proteins with NADC 30. So all of this showing a high homology with NADC 30. So you can other data. It's just the lower homology. Also, the virus has a similar phase. With NADC30. So with amino acids deletion signatures, which is identical to the NADC30 in NSP2 codon region. Totally 131 amino acid deletion. Here is 111 amino acid deletion. Here, 1 amino acid deletion. Here, 19 amino acid deletion. So the phase is similar. Okay, we put the virus in a phylogenetic trace. You can see here. And you can see this virus, the locations very close to NADC30. So in the morning, Dr. McMurtaugh's side, molecular epidemiology is the key to understand the transmission of PRRS virus. So according our analysis, we can conclude, we can propose the NADC30 was introduced into China in a certain period of time in recent years by breeding pig importation and experienced the variation and evolution process and then prevalent on the pig farms. So we need to pay much attention to this virus. Probably this will provide some opportunity to Dr. Susan Yuan to develop the vaccine against this virus. Also, we can do more work. Okay, recently, this work also done by Dr. Guang Zitong's research team. They published an article on Journal of Ours, so showing the NADC30 recombinant with Chinese HP-PRRS virus. So they isolated the virus. Now showing the recombinant of this virus. That means this virus is easily to recombinant with a virus in the field. So I do not give much detail because of time. Okay, so this is a bad situation we face to control PRRS in China. So how can we do? So next, I'm just give you some suggestion. So regarding control strategy of PRRS, because in past invited speaker has talked so much. So our presentation will be involved which live vaccine for PRRS control, how to strategically use live vaccine in China, also biosecurity, secondary bacterial disease control, or eradication and regional PRRS. Now in China, we have, I just mentioned, we have so many vaccines for PRRS. That's a bad situation. That's a good situation. So for pig producer, it's difficult to choose which one is better, which one is okay. Also, we have so many producing enterprises. Which company vaccines? How can we select? So it's a posit. Also, I'm confused. I often receive the call from a pig producer, Dr. Yang. What kind of a vaccine we can use? It's difficult for me to answer the question. So, for my opinion, for the same with Tom's and Mike's, we should consider the safety of live vaccine. This is the first consideration. So self-live vaccine should be the first choice. So I just tell the pig producer, you need to select the live vaccine with good safety. Also, I suggest the use of HP-PRRS-derived vaccine should be restrained. Also, I do not want to spend much time to talk about this. So, also, INVOC PRRS MRV is safe for sows and piglets. So there have much data to confirm this point. Also, INVOC PRRS MRV is effective against the homologous and heterologous strains of type 2 PRRS virus and type 1 PRRS virus, as well as the Chinese HP-PRRS virus. So in the morning, Dr. Makamoto has mentioned this article finished by Dr. Hanchun Yang. So the MRV can provide effective protection for Chinese HP-PRRS virus. So the second paper, I need to say, also INVOC PRRS vaccine can provide cross protection for heterologous virus of genotype 2 PRRS virus. Also, I don't want to spend much time. So the third article is also showing the INVOC PRRS vaccine can provide partial cross protection for heterologous PRRS virus. Also, they cannot protect the infection and the shedding of virus, but they can provide a cross protection from the clinical signs and lung issues. Also enhance the weight gain. Okay, I often took my suggestion, my opinions regarding the use of a PRRS live vaccine. So one live vaccine should be used in one pig farm. I do not recommend 2 more live vaccine on one pig farm. Also, once vaccination can be performed prior to weaning, if we have PRRS virus infection in lesser pigs, if we have PRRS virus infection occurs in suckling piglets, we need to perform vaccination and that's reorder. So on some pig farm, I suggest that they can make twice vaccinations for grown pigs if they have clinical outbreaks. So it depends. Also in PRRS positive farms, we suggest they need to vaccinate for PRRS lactive gears and 1 to 3 months prior to mating and artificial insemination. We do not, for lactive bulls in bull stud, should not be vaccinated. Also on PRRS lactive pig farms, we do not suggest a vaccination. So we need the PRRS lactive pig farm remains to be lactive. But unfortunately, in China, only a few pig farms are active for PRRS. So overall, I need to say implement of individual vaccination program on pig farm is very important. So pig producer make a vaccination program. They need to, based on the situation of PRRS virus infection and clinical problems associated with PRRS, because different pig farm has different situation. Different pig farm has different problem associated with PRRS. So pig farm need to make some analysis of PRRS virus infection on different stage of pigs, including sows. Also, they need to make some analysis for PRRS virus, such as variations and gene variations. If they have some conditions, if they have enough money, they can do this work and determine which vaccination program will be implemented. Also, biosecurity. Tom and Mike, both of them mentioned the biosecurity, which will be very important for PRRS control. I include external biosecurity and internal biosecurity. So for external biosecurity of pig farms, we have to block, we have to prevent the spread of PRRS virus among pig farms. Also, we need to block the introduction of new strains of PRRS virus, even you are PRRS positive pig farm. So it's very important. For internal biosecurity, we need to minimize PRRS virus circulation and transmission between pig to pig, between pig barn to barn. It's very important. So this is easy for two-site system or three-site system pig farm, but it's difficult for single-site system. However, we need to do more for internal biosecurity. Also, as we know, the PRRS positive herds often has secondary bacterial infections. So we need to take some measures to control secondary bacterial infections in suckling piglets, nursery pigs, and grown pigs. Regarding eradication and regional control of PRRS, my suggestion, we need to consider the eradication of PRRS on breeding pig farms, which is very important for breeding pig farms. Although somebody said it's a dream, but I think we have to have a dream. We need to realize this dream. Regarding regional control or eradication, we can learn a lot from the United States. They are doing this work. Also in China, we need to learn some from the United States. So this work will be done together by governments, company, and pig breeders, pig producers, and scientists. So working to work together. Okay, so in summary for my talk, PRRS in China continues to severely impact the swine industry. I don't know how long the disease will be with Chinese swine industry. Maybe 20 years, maybe 30 years, maybe 50 years, maybe 100 years. Probably Tom, no. It's not easy to control completely. Also, the second one is diversity of PRRS virus and complicated clinical issues associated with the PRRS are challenging the control of PRRS in China. We have so many strains of PRRS virus. How can we do? What can I do? Can we design a novel vaccine, ideal vaccine, just as Dr. Michael Moto mentioned? We need to do more work. Especially Dr. Sisan Yuan needs to do more work. I hope in the future we can have this ideal vaccine to control all the strains of PRRS virus. But currently, now, we do not have choice. We need to consider to use the self-life vaccine for vaccination, which is essential. Okay, finally, we have a lot of work to do and a long way to go for effectively and complicated controlling PRRS in China. We need to work together, including government, including a company, including the scientists, including the pig producers, and to combat PRRS virus. Okay, thank you. Thank you for your attention.